And now, a WBRC Fox 6 News Alert.
Good afternoon, Jonathan Hardison again, back with that developing traffic situation on I-2059 South. These live pictures now, right over the scene. You see that 18-wheeler across the interstate there. This is J.P. Dice in his aircraft, our chief meteorologist, also our chief pilot, circling there over downtown Birmingham. That's Legion Field to give you sort of an orientation of where we are. They have just passed over the wreck scene. We know they're going to have to turn around and give us another look at the scene in a moment. We have some new information for you from ground level today. We understand that it's not 5 cars, it was 3 involved in this wreck here. That 18-wheeler you see over on its side with large, what we now have confirmed are rolls of paper as its cargo. Some have rolled up onto the hill there off to the left. That driver was the man who was killed in this wreck. Again, that 18-wheeler, a car and an SUV involved in this accident happened about 3:30 or so, 3:45 this afternoon. Since that time, of course, all southbound lanes of I-2059 have been shut down. This is a picture from Arkadelphia Road looking back towards downtown Birmingham. And you can see the sign on the interstate there. 2059 northbound is moving, but moving pretty slowly. There's a live look at traffic tracker. Look at all of that red. And we're not even in technically to rush hour yet. Still 15 minutes away from 5 o'clock. And 65 northbound, 2059 southbound, certainly even back up through downtown Birmingham, has basically come to a grinding halt because right there at Malfunction Junction, you can't get southbound anymore. There is Malfunction Junction, a live picture from the air there from JP's Piper aircraft there looking out over 2059 and I-65. You're looking, I believe, at at 2059 southbound. That's what's backed up there trying to get onto I-65 South. Here we are coming towards the BJCC, the Alabama Power Building, just to give you an orientation, the new FBI headquarters there just to the north of the interstate. So this, by the way, is what we'll be dealing with in a few 18 months or so when they shut down those bridges for construction. This is an example today of what may happen to all of that traffic. But look at that. 2059 southbound now backed up through downtown. Live pictures here from the air. There's the BJCC. There is the Uptown Entertainment District. We may have just lost our signal there. There we go. The Sheraton Hotel, the Westin Hotel, the Batwell Auditorium here on the left side, the south side of the interstate, and that traffic just backed up. And again, this is going to affect, as you get back here now a little bit farther to the east, you end up starting to affect the Red Mountain Expressway traffic. You end up affecting 459 eventually if you get that far out, I-20 and 59 where they merge there at the airport. So again, slow going. That red you see on the traffic tracker, we don't often get to show you live what it looks like, but here's live pictures of the traffic, and all of this because of an accident back there at the Arkadelphia Road exit of I-2059 southbound where an 18-wheeler, we think, clipped a road sign, took it down onto the interstate, and that is what has caused this major traffic problem, killing the driver of that truck. We understand that the folks who were in the SUV and the car are taken to the hospital for treatment, but they are expected to survive only minor injuries. Derek Scudder, our traffic tracker, working this situation. Derek, we'll get to you for an update on traffic and then back to talk about school buses affected by this.
Well, right now the important traffic information is that 59 southbound and 65 northbound access to 59 southbound is closed. You cannot get onto 59 southbound past I-65. So that's why we're seeing those big delays on 59 southbound. Now, as we just saw live from JP's airplane back past Tallapoosa Street, as you said, we're seeing major delays on the Red Mountain Expressway trying to merge onto 59 southbound, and the same for 65 northbound traffic trying to merge onto 59 southbound. Also, just in the past couple of minutes, emergency crews have blocked off 2 left-hand lanes on the northbound side, and they're diverting that southbound traffic that's backed up from I-65 because of that crash across the median and then back onto 59 northbound. They're not making that southbound traffic continue southbound onto 59 on the other side of the road. They're turning all of that traffic around, trying to clear that area, and you can see that in our box here in the lower left-hand portion of your screen. You see that tractor trailer truck coming up to the crash site, and then right there at that sign, they're diverting that traffic across the median and then turning it back around on the northbound side. Now, what this is doing is you're blocking off 2 of the lanes on the northbound side, so that's adding to those delays on 59 northbound, already slow back to the Ensley Avenue exit, so that's really not helping that northbound traffic. But what they are doing, they're clearing that section of 59 southbound from I-65 to the crash site. We can go and look a little closer and just look at some of the speeds that we're seeing here on 59 southbound between Tallapoosa Street and the Red Mountain Expressway. We're looking at 15 miles an hour. 65 northbound around 13 miles an hour. And 59 northbound, you saw to update right there, our live data traffic tracker system, stop traffic now 3 miles an hour all the way back to Ensley Avenue. So Malfunction Junction really living up to its name this evening. If you can avoid the downtown city section at all, you need to do that. We are seeing that 65 southbound southbound traffic not really affected. A lot of that traffic just heading on through the junction and onto 65 south. But again, all access to 59 southbound is blocked at I-65. I'm Derek Scudder, your WBRC Fox 6 traffic tracker.
Derek, thanks. Of course, caught on some of this traffic is school buses from several Birmingham City schools we want to tell you about. So if you're worried about your children at Southampton Elementary, at Wylam, Wilkerson, Hemp Hill, Jackson, Olin, and Winona schools, Birmingham City schools say some of the buses that were going to those school buildings to pick up students have been caught up in this traffic, so they may be late in getting there and late in bringing your kids back. Derek?
We've been following Birmingham City Schools on Twitter, and just a couple of minutes ago they updated that all of the Birmingham City School students have now been picked up by buses. So that's the good news in from Birmingham. Just a couple of minutes ago they tweeted that out.
Excellent, Derek. Thank you for staying on top of that. So they're on the buses. They may not be home yet, but they are at least on their way home. The buses are out of that traffic mess. That is good news. Certainly the bad news, of course, is that this is going to continue well through rush hour. We expect perhaps until 6 or 7 o'clock tonight before that interstate's back open again. You see that huge sign across the roadway. They got to chop that thing up and move the pieces off, not light pieces either, by the way, we would add, onto trucks and try and tow them out of there. Make sure they do the proper investigation here, because someone did lose their life in this accident. Beyond just a hassle to everyone in the Birmingham metro area who's commuting this afternoon, a life was lost. So that, of course, demands a full investigation of the accident itself, what happened there, and then, of course, trying to divert all the traffic, and even once it reopens, trying to take that snaking back up out of downtown and begin to move the car. So again, if you plan to get to Tuscaloosa this afternoon, don't take 2059 south, especially if you come from downtown. 459 is an alternate route. Choose something else, Highway 78 maybe, but as you can see on our live tower cam there, traffic is just a mess at the interstate, as Derek said, is living up to its name today, Malfunction Junction. We're 10 minutes away from another live update on WBRC Fox 6 News at 5.
This has been a WBRC Fox 6 News Alert.